Welcome to the June edition. Time has been flying pretty quickly, and then we're coming to the half-year point already. Welcome. I see people coming in. We got some really nice giveaways, by the way, today. Five different, five Vertex S15 that were made for this event. That I'll talk about a little bit. Only 750 pieces made, so it's quite rare. But we did save 5 pieces for you guys today. Hello from Malaysia. Hello, how are you? Hello, Adam Lee. Thank you. So the sound looks like the sound is coming off great. So yeah, just some general updates. We've been our team actually has been quite busy with a few attending a few shows and events. So this past weekend, again, because we've started Tarmac Cards, the new brand, the new baby, if you will, our team actually went to Seoul in Korea to attend the Seoul Collectibles show. Mainly a lot of trading cards, but not only for trading cards. There was a booth that was selling model cars and Hot Wheels as well. But mostly cards. So we were there. It was a one-day event. A lot of people came to the show. A lot of people actually got a chance to look at our cars, to pick up our cards. We had the Liberty Walk event special pack. There is mostly almost pretty much sold out. There's a few of them still left in the web store. If you haven't grabbed them, please run to grab them, because they are very limited, only pretty much sold by us and Liberty Walk side in Japan as well. So that was a really good show. We are starting to get more involved in the trading card market, if you will, and hoping to join a bit more. More shows, just be out there participating and giving, putting Tarmac cards out there, showing the collectors. You have to feel the cards. I think some of the media, some of the bloggers, if you will, have been getting our cards. And once you feel our cards, you know or understand about the quality of the cards, the thickness of the cards. I am planning to do some opening of packs, doing some IG lives on my own. Hopefully end of this week or sometime next week, so be on the lookout for that. I haven't done one of those sort of ad hoc IGs for a little while. Things have just been crazy, but I do want to open some packs. There are some things that I kind of want to talk about in the sort of the trading card sort of market business that is what I found is quite interesting, because I'm a collector as well. I collect NBA cards, basketball cards, so some of the stuff that I can share on that IG live, so I'm looking forward to that and opening some packs with you guys. And then there was another event in the same weekend, the last weekend. That was the Toy Maniacs grand opening store. So that was in Indonesia, and where we launched the as you can see in the picture, we had a really nice cabinet space there, display space there for Tarmac works and Tarmac cards. We launched the Vertex S15 in red color there, only 750 pieces. We also had one of our designers, Miguel, going over there to meet some of the media and collectors as well. It was in general a very, very good very good event. Thanks to everyone who showed up. I'm so sorry that I couldn't be there, but I hope I can be back for IDE in October. So yeah, just a very good event, and thanks to a big shout out to the guys at Toys Maniac for putting that together. I think a lot of people came out. They were able to get the S15 as well as the Liberty Walk trading cards, and then you're already starting to see some of the pulls that Kato-san's Disco Parallel, or some of the different carbon fiber parallel, silver parallel, and and starting to show up in the secondary market as well, which is great. In terms of the events, I just want to go over very quickly some of the events. We're going to be busy starting in August. We're going to take a little break, I think in July, during the summer. But in August, we're going to be at the car show in Chengdu in August 17th to 18th. The very big event in Hong Kong, as I think this is the fourth one, Hong Kong Toy Car Salon, September 13th to 15th. So if you're planning some trips during September, welcome to Hong Kong. I hope you can come. It's going to be a very big event. And then, of course, the IDE, as I mentioned, the Indonesia Diecast Expo, that will be in October 26 to 27. And then in November will be the Macau Grand Prix. So it's going to be non-stop, starting from August to November, and probably something in December as well. So just lots of stuff going on. Again, I think it's great, especially after COVID, to be able to just get ourselves out there to meet everybody, and really looking forward to doing those shows. So let me jump in on the June release. Be sure to stay tuned for the end of the live today, to know what the question is for the giveaway. It's something that I already talked about, so make sure that you kind of remember that, and then we will unveil the question at the end. And then 5 S15 Vertex S15 will be given away to the first ones who got the answer correctly. So yeah, let's dive into the June release. This particular release was released on June 6th and 7th. So let's go into it. The first one is the Pagani Utopia. So this is a global tooling, but we have made it in this carbon fiber edition. You can see that the whole car is full of carbon fiber, in black carbon fiber. This is the presentation spec that was presented by Pagani. So in that presentation spec, the left and right rims are different. So because they wanted to show off the different options for the wheels, and so we've presented that as well on this particular model. So it's not a defect or a mistake by the factory. This was done on purpose. So I just wanted to make sure we get that out there as well, and we can show some photos on Instagram as well. The second one of this release is the Land Rover Defender 110 in blue. Following that is Vertex Nissan Silvia S15 with the big rear wing and the Falcon livery. Following that is another global, which is the Dodge Viper ACR Extreme in the silver metallic with the black and red stripes in the middle. And then the last global for this particular release is the Pagani Huayra R in the Bianco Benny colors, the white color. And this is a Lamley special as well. This was one of the early spec, debuted in the US, driven around Laguna Seca. Following that is a hobby Toyota Hilux. This is the Fuji Speedway official car. So this car does exist, and I've seen it a few times actually in Fuji. It's the trackside support vehicle for the staff and marshals to be going around Fuji Speedway. The next model is the Toyota Hi-Ace Wagon Custom in red. Very, very retro look. And we actually still see these around Hong Kong and Japan, especially, of course. And you know how Toyotas are; they never break down. So I mean, even if this car was produced in the 90s, we still see them quite a bit in Hong Kong and in Japan. The last item of this particular release is the Garage 2 sets with the Honda Racing design, the very iconic red, blue, and white. A lot of the new, this is the new HRC logo, by the way, and it's meant for any Honda vehicles, of course, in 64 scale. not just ours. So yep, so that's it. That's it for the first June release. And then let me jump into the second June release. We do have another June release coming up, and that one will be released in 2 weeks on June 27th for TWOC members and June 28th for the public. The first car is a Global 64, which is the Mercedes-Benz S-Class in Horizon Blue Metallic. This is a new tooling. This is a very iconic color, of course, for the W220 S-Class. I believe, if I'm correct, this is the first sort of the top-end luxury sedan that we've done. Let us know how you feel about that, because this particular car is quite popular in Hong Kong. We do have a lot of Mercedes and BMWs on the streets, and this was a very iconic one back in the day in Hong Kong as well, and of course worldwide and in Europe. Following that is the Vertex S15, the Nissan Silvia S15, without the rear wing. This one is for the grand opening of the Toy Maniacs store in Indonesia, and limited to 750 only. One of the rarest, probably the rarest S15 that we're gonna make. Usually 750 is our lowest number that we would go. We don't do that often, but we do love the Indonesian market, so we did this as a special for them. So this one we saved some of, as always, for the online shop. And this, I think I wanted to talk a little bit about this actually. It's our approach to this type of special editions. Every brand, every manufacturer have different approaches. We often make special editions, as you see, but even with the small numbers, we could have easily sold that out in Indonesia. But we always wanted to keep an amount for our customers, our collectors overseas, because there's no way that you can go to every single one of these events, and trust me, there are quite a few of them in Asia. Even for us, we cannot attend every single one of them. So we don't want to make it so hard for you to get these models. We do want to make them specials, but we also want it to be kind of inclusive or be considerate of the collectors overseas, and this is something that, again, there's no right and wrong. This is just how we chose it to be, because I think for us, a good part of the company actually are collectors for toy cars as well. So this is the approach that we have been going with and going forward as well, is to make sure that there are some quantities that are reserved for overseas customers. So just wanted to say that, and then let's move on. Next one is the another global Pagani Zonda R in the Rosso Dubai colors, which is the red with the black accent in the middle. This is the Pagani Zonda R. Following that is another Vertex. This time is the Silvia S13 in the white and gold two-tone. Very vintage look for this particular S13. This is a Lamley special as well, and then you probably have seen by now all the white global cars. Basically, we collab with Lamley, which is our media partner. Have been for a long time. Special shout out to John for always supporting the Tarmac brand, and we're just very happy to be working with him together. Next up is the McLaren MCL 36 Formula One car. This was the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix 2022, driven by Daniel Ricciardo. He did finish in the points in P9. And this was the last race for Ricciardo with McLaren. with a especially with a special livery. Next up, we have a Hobby 64 model, which is the RWB 997 Abu Dhabi. This was one of the very first 997 to fit with the RWB design front bumper, and this car, this particular car, is owned by Nakai-san himself. So if you're an RWB fan, a Nakai-san fan, this one is a must-have. Following that is a Pandem Mazda RX-7 FC3S in red. This particular one is a time attack spec with extra aero in the front lip and the rear diffuser. I'm gonna just let it spin for a little bit so you can see the rear diffuser as well. Following this is another red car, but this one, of course, even more iconic, which is the Ferrari F40 Lightweight with the red bucket seats, as you can see inside. And then last but not least is a garage tool set that we collaborated with Student Driver. For those of you who might not be familiar with Student Driver, you are already, but this is a merchandise brand, clothing brand, produced by, or created by, I should say, by Daniel Wu and Song Kang. And they've been doing a lot of stuff in the US and Asia as well, and we were just super happy that we can get a chance to work with them. In the picture you can see the RWB 993 that we have already released, so this garage tool sets will go perfectly with that particular car and all the Student Driver cars that we are going to release in the future as well. That does it for all the June releases. It's going to be a very busy June, as you can see. And then let's go on to pre-orders. The first pre-order will be June 13, which is today. It will be sent out very, very soon, or it might have been sent out already. The first one is the Koenigsegg Jesko Attack in white with a combination of, with a combo set, actually, what we're calling it, with the Tarmac cards. There will be 2 cards included in the pack, and then we're going to scroll through some of the cards just to show you what they are. They will be a card A and a card B, showing the different sort of perspective of the Jesko Attack. And then, of course, the thing that now people are starting to get used to, I think, are the different variations even within a particular design. So the base card on the left will be the most basic card, and then you will have the silver parallel, which is kind of like the hologram card, if you will, and then the very, very rare Hydro Coupe metal parallel. Hydro Coupe is a one of the Koenigsegg technologies that are used in their engines, and then we have kind of taken that design and put them on the card, and this one will have a serial number, so it will be unique. There are only 199 of them, and so you have 01, 02, 03. So these will be the cards to chase and to hunt down. If you do get those cards, keep them in a very safe place, protected with a mag case or a top loader, if you will. We actually will be introducing some of the accessories for the cards as well in the near future, so that you can protect these very valuable cards. And then we'll be introducing also grading, which is something that is probably very new to the model car market, but that's something that we can talk about on the next live or the ad hoc live. And then on the card number 2, There will also be a base card, of course, and then there will be also be a carbon fiber parallel. So this is also a special parallel, if you will. It does not have the serial number, but it's still more rare, obviously, than the base card. So keep a lookout for all these special editions. If you're lucky, you might pull a hydro coupe with a carbon fiber. That would be the best combination with a chase card. That will be the three punch most rare chase combination, if you will. We've seen it before in China. People were opening them with a chase and the hydro coupe medal in the same box. Completely random. We don't know which one it is. So I wish you good luck, and I hope you hit the hydro coupe medal special. So moving on, the next one is a Pagani Imola. This is the carbon fiber edition, so you can see the full carbon on the car. So this will come in an acrylic box display case. It will come with the hobby case, basically, because this will be a full livery car. So we are doing that for some of the supercars with Koenigsegg and Paganis. So these carbon fiber edition, again, will come in the hobby acrylic box display case. Next up, we have the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Rally Monte Carlo in 1993. You've seen some of the road versions of the Lancer Evo, and then we're starting to kind of introduce some rally versions as well. This particular one finished in fourth place with the Mitsubishi Rally R team. Next up is the McLaren MCL 36 Formula One car that was driven by Lando Norris in the Japanese Grand Prix in 2022. It finished in 10th place. Following that is the Mercedes-Benz S-Class in the brilliant silver metallic color. This is the S600 spec with the V12 logos on the side, and the wheels will have a chrome finish. Last but not least, we have a 143 scale, a car that is very special to us. This is the Audi R8 LMS GT3 Evo 2 that was raced in the Macau GT Cup, FIA GT World Cup in 2023, last November, driven by our friend Adley Fong, and of course, the highlight is the livery, is the Hello Kitty livery. I'm going to let it spin around because both sides are different. We used the patch design, as you can see, the yellow, blue, and pink and white patches. So both sides will actually look very different, and it will come with a booklet. So there will be some photos of the race included in the booklet, race results and all that. So again, for the Hello Kitty fans, for the GT3 fans, definitely something that is a must-have. So that's it for the June 13 pre-order, and then we have another round of pre-order in a couple weeks in June 27th. By the way, those the cars that we've shown are all due in November 24. So let's move on to the June 27 pre-order, and this one is a Hobby 64 Plus, which is the Ford RS200, the Lombard RAC Rally in 1986. This was of course, the very iconic Ford livery, and you can see the engine details in the back. I think this one, we've released the Lancer 037 in the Hobby 64 Plus before. This is the second Hobby 64 Plus car. But I think our team has done a really good job in terms of even going into more details on the engine, and it has been shown here. You can see that there's a rack that comes with it that can actually make the rear bonnet stand next to the car, which I think is also a very cool feature, something that is kind of extra for this particular one. So this is the Ford RS200 in the Hobby 64 Plus lineup. Following that is another classic, which is the Volvo 240 Turbo. This particular one was raced in the ETCC Zoda 1984, and this is a winter car. And then following that is the Renault 5 Maxi Turbo with the Motu livery. This was the European Hill Climb Championship 1987. So 3 very classic European race car, and then we will have a 4th one, which is the Ford Sierra RS Cosworth. This is the Rally of New Zealand 1989, which finished in 8th place. This will come with the Rothmans livery, but it will be included in the decal form inside the package. So you'll have to put those on your own because they are tobacco. It is a tobacco brand, but they will be included. So no worries on that. Okay, a very classic car, obviously, and a very classic livery. Following that is a 993 remastered by Gunter Works in red, and this was actually the very first color and version for the Gunter Works 993. Next we have a Mercedes-AMG G63 in brown color. Almost a beige and brown, if you will. This is a G63 with the Trail package fitted with new wheel design and a special color. Almost like a desert color, if you're asking me. And then following this is something actually quite new, and it's a collaboration model with Curitiba 64, the guys in Brazil. Very, very classic model. This is the Porsche 917 KH. This was the 24 Hours Le Mans 1971 winner car, the number 22 car, of course, with the very iconic Martini livery. It does, as you can see, there's an opening in the back, so you can see some of the details in the back. Big thanks, huge props to the guys at Curitiba to develop this very iconic model, and the openness to work with us. We're very happy to work with them. It's a fantastic looking model, and so this will be part of the June pre-orders as well. All right, so that does it. All of these cars are due in November this year as well. Very, very busy June with 2 releases and 2 pre-orders, and then we're now coming to the sneak peek part of the IG Live, which is a car that I really, really love. I do say that a lot, but this one I do really like a lot. This is the Audi Quattro A2 Group B rally car, and this is a 3D printing sample. The Quattro A2 was a direct development of the Quattro A1, but homologated in the mid-year 1983 to fit the new Group B regulations. So this particular car was in direct competition. It was competing with the Lancia 037 in the 83 WRC, but then winning in 84. and then it was developed into the Quattro S1 in late 84 and 85. So I'm going to just let it spin for a little bit so that you can see the front details there, and in the back. I remember as a kid collecting the Matchbox Audi Quattro, and that was one of my favorite Matchbox toolings when I was young. So a lot of these actually come from some childhood memories. The Renault 5 as well was a Tomica. The Audi Quattro, this particular one, was a Matchbox. So 037, I don't think a lot of people did that particular one, but I personally, I really love the Group B models, and that's why you're seeing a lot of them in our collection. I think some of the guys as well. So yeah, a lot more rally cars to come, and this one definitely a classic one that we feel like we just had to do, but it took some time. Actually, it was quite hard to take the votes within our team in terms of picking which rally car to do first, because they're all so classic. Peugeot 205, the RS200 by Ford, the Lancer 037, Audi Quattro, all of these were just the Delta S4, for example. It's just a lot of these very classic models that was just very tough choices, but I'm so glad that we have actually finally come to the Audi Quattro. Q4, hopefully, release date, and again, this is the 3D printing sample. And we're not just focusing on classic rally cars, by the way. There will be a couple of modern rally cars that I cannot disclose yet, but we are developing those. But there should be two at least that we will be releasing the information very soon. So looking forward to that as well. So a lot of rally cars coming, which I love. So, okay, so moving on to the last part of the IG Live, which is the giveaway. Again, 5 pieces of the Vertex Nissan S15 in red to the 5 people who answer given the answer correctly. Again, before stating the questions, send us the answer on private message, not on the comment section. So we're not going to look at the comment sections in terms of finding who the winner is, but send us the DM to the Tarmac Works IG account. So the question is, name the country where the Toy Maniacs grand opening took place this past weekend, and I've talked about it a couple of times. Where did we do this? Which country? Not the city, but the country. We're looking for the country. So 5 winners will get this very special S15, and that's it for today. I'm just going to look at if we have any questions. Where can we buy the Tarmac card? So very simple question is, we're consolidating all the online shopping to the Tarmac Works website. So the cards at the moment is the Liberty Walk event special pack. They are still available as of this morning. I think there's still some left in the tarmacworks.com web store. So go to there. We do ship internationally, except for South America due to customs, but anywhere in the world we can ship. So please order them. They will be also sold at the Liberty Walk stores in Japan. I think there are 4 or 5 shops now, physical shops, at the end of this month. So they will be selling them as well, including the Liberty Walk Challenger, the Moon Eyes special edition. They will have that at the Liberty Walks shops in Japan, and you'll start to see more and more Tarmac products there as well. Some people asked about the Porsche 959. The tooling is being made right now, so the target release probably in Q1 of next year. I'm just gonna scroll a little bit. Mercedes 190e 2.3, that's coming. The next time you probably see them will have the will be a decorated sample already. Koenigsegg Regera also coming. It's going through the licensing approval. Basically, there are some usually that when the tooling comes out, there are some fitment not issues, but fitment considerations, wheels, things like that that the licensor is looking at, and Koenigsegg is looking at it very carefully, and which we want them to, because this is a official licensed product, and this is the part that is different from some of the Koenigsegg products you might see out there, which are not licensed. They are not reviewed or approved by Koenigsegg, so that's the difference with the particular licensed product. What else? Sorry, I'm just scrolling through. I know we have a little bit of time. Just scrolling through some of the questions. I think a lot of people really like that Porsche by Curitiba, which is great. Excited for the rally cars, which is great. Doesn't look like we have a lot more questions. Hobby 64 Plus, is it new? Is actually not. So we have already done the Lancia 037. The RS200 is the second tooling, and then we have a Porsche GT1 as well as the third tooling, and then already developing the fourth one as we speak. So those are all coming. I think that's pretty much it. Thanks for all the comments. I'm not going to address them here, but we're going to, of course, look at all the comments here as well. But thanks so much. And this is also probably, I'm not sure, it could be the last time we're actually doing the IG Live here in this office. The next time we're going to be in a brand new office, which is being renovated right now, which I'm super excited about. It's still kind of unreal. We've been moving around quite a bit in the past 2-3 years. This particular office has been here for we've been here for 3 years, and we're with the addition of Tarmac carts. We had with some of course new people in the team, so we needed a space that can put all of us together, and so I'm just very thankful to have that opportunity, and looking forward to it. Once the new office is we're settled in, I'm going to take you guys, maybe that IG Live will take you for a tour of the office as well, and hopefully the next one will be there. So again, thanks so much for joining our IG Live as always. We've done a big bunch of these, and thanks for all the comments, questions, and the answers for the giveaways. Those cards will be sent out probably in a couple of weeks, so be patient with them. Looking forward to opening a few packs of the LB Tarmac cards probably next week. Be on the lookout for that, and I want to speak a little bit about the why we went into this business, why we chose to start it, what makes it so unique, so special, why I'm absolutely intrigued by it, and what are some of the things to actually look for in trading cards, which I find very fascinating, and it aligns with collecting model cars as well. It just goes hand in hand. So I'm going to speak a little bit about that in the next ad hoc IG Live, if you will. So thanks again for joining. Have a great day, have a great evening, and I'll see you very, very soon. Thanks.